Jume. Alright.
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too.
Rib.
Something I can help you with?
You
You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off.
Tell me what happened.
Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
Nope. A little drunk. Did she act straight before she disappeared?
Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd.
Tell me a little about Zoe.
Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her.
What was that about surprising Zoe?
The other day I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day. Hey, I got time. Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
How much is it? I still don't have enough. I'm negative 980 biddies.
I'll help if I can.
With that it. Come on. I was looking. Come on, everybody. There you go. Who's dude?
This'll be quick. Here we go.
Good job, Zoe. Give me your bits.
Everyone all right?
Yep, I'm good. Oh, honey rifle. I'll take that. I'll sell that.
Clever.
Light machine gun. Is there any more over here? Oh, yeah. I hate when enemies die in brushes. There you are. Oh, I missed this thing of loot. I'll take that.
I don't know. Here we go!
Ow. Come, Zoe! Good job. Oh, well, I'll sell it for money. Money?
That was quick.
Take that. Oh, there's Zoe. Might be just a brick. Da 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 da. Anything back here? Oh, landmines. Provided. Dr. Zoe?
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
Here's your people are looking for you. You sound like if you were possibly unscrewed.
What, you mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen. I'm great at clarifying. I don't
How
know.
are you gonna lie?
The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable.
Never mind.
Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, must be my natural charisma.
I'm impressed. How did you
I
pull
may
it
have
off?
bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it. I
What
got
usually
kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what
definitely
do I
got screwed
find?
loose.
But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them.
Are you a prisoner here?
No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit. I've got all the time in Halcyon. Why?
incentive, huh?
Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
You should get back. People are worried.
I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me.
They they seem to find you. What about Stefan? You two are friends. Stefan planning to surprise you with an episode of your favorite serial.
Wait, you're telling me he's got a copy of The Masked Marketeer? Why didn't you say so? I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is going to be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
Yeah, we'll deal with it. Alright, later. Come on, Parvati. Parvati. Oh, no skill points. Range. We'll put some stealth on. Put some on dot. We'll put some on dialogue. Put some on tech. Some put them on leadership. Yeah, we'll put one on melee. How we done melee? Stealth. Tech. Any perk points, yeah? Oh, provide us some. Where's it go? Perk point. Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll give her a little bit more health. Bye. Okay, let go, Parvati.
What is it?
I talked to Zoe.
We
She's
didn't
coming
always
back.
get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway?
She joined up with the band of marauders. They hadn't hurt her.
Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you
Good.
for your
Give me
trouble.
money.
Let me know if I can do something for you. I don't know what you did to talk some sense into Zoe, but I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Oh. Okay, what's his name?
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Wait, what's his name? The merchant dude. Good name. I came down here. It was this way. I got some junk to sell you, sir.
Zoe says she fought her way out of a marauder camp with her own bare hands.
No.
Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
I should have kept one of those pistols, but well, whatever. Why can't I purchase it? Am I too low level? Hold on, before we do that. Put a little bit on stealth. Ranged. Defense. Dialogue. You cannot command your companions to use their special abilities. Hmm. I gotta do that still.
Oh, gosh. If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
You might be out that
I
late.
have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
I'm good. Maybe I need to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
He's willing to make amends.
Make amends? Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
We need me to divert your power over to him. He mentioned his geothermal plant.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Give me the power regulator I need to repair my
Cannery's
ship.
got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
What have you got against the town?
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery.
I can't remember what I
living
did
off
on my
whatever
first
scrap
playthrough.
Spacer's choice
Can't remember if I
throws 'em.
diverted the power to the
You know
town
that's true,
or to
don't you,
here.
Miss Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
I know much like you throwing that in her face to get you.
I'm alright. I ain't so fragile.
That was unkind of me. I'm sorry, dear.
What do you have against people trying to make
It's
a
not
living?
much of a living. Every single person in that town has sold themselves to Spacer's Choice. The company
True.
owns them. Body, blood, and bones. You've been there. You've seen it.
True.
All anyone ever does is toil over a cannery. They give their lives for some heartless corporation, and then they're tossed into a Spacer's Choice brand cemetery.
I guess you have a point. Let's say I help you. What happens to Edgewater?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives. I trust
I'll
you
consider.
will listen to your conscience.
Wait, I'm not done.
Anything else I can do for you?
It's a, when we first talked, you seemed like
I
coming to
am
live here.
getting old, you know. These two lamps of mine are not as bright as they once were. Or I might have seen you for what you are.
Did imagine get a lot of visitors?
We are all visitors in a momentary universe. Our
Sure.
lives flicker in and out like the guttering of a flame. Here now, then gone. Me and mine are just carrying on as best we can, trying to live our lives in a way that does not feel wasted.
Why are you telling me
A
all
little
this?
prattling never hurt anyone, dear. You might even catch a little sense, if you listen close enough. I can't
True.
stop you from conducting your business down at the plant. I just want you to know that if you take our power away, you will have brought an end to our way of life.
Yeah, I'm gonna consider it.
If you think Reed does anything in good faith, then you are asking to be lied to.
Okay, I'll. Reed obviously has some
That's
issues,
because
issues.
Reed was my boss.
Ah,
I was the cannery's one and only flavor specialist, you see. Remember that limited run of white chocolate saltuna? That was all me.
there's obviously more to it than
My
that.
son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a
Right.
store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left.
So you're pretty much a disgruntled employee, but
That's
that
as
makes
much of
sense.
a story as you need to hear.
Alright. I guess Reed has his own side of that
I
story.
could not possibly care less if he does. But you're surely welcome to ask him.
Yeah, I'm good. Let's go. Later. Later, Adelaide. It's creepy. Here, go out this way. I'll just down and around. I can't remember what I did on my first playthrough though. It's been a couple of years.
I've always wanted to poke around in here.
Yeah, they-
Here they come! Here they come! That's gotta hurt. Here I go! Ah! 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 Down you go! Can't get past that Careful, you're hurt!
Oh. Trying to remember how to get through that. God, why? Why did it go straight to the setting? That's so annoying. I hate games. Don't you hate games that do that?
I always wanted to poke around in here. Okay, here we go! Can't get past that armor!
You good? Before we do, let's look around. Can you find any more ammo?
System.
Yep. I'll fix you right up!
Good job, everybody. You're good. Why are you saying sorry for? You did a good job. Good transition.
The control room should be ahead somewhere and a touch to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing.
That should be pretty good.
Incoming!
lot of ammo.
That was quick.
I don't got enough of that now. Boo. Okay, go down. Guys, I got activate something.
3 switches. That'll be easy enough.
Maybe.
Gone quiet.
No, you don't need that. I'm just getting that.
Oh, thank you.
Incoming!
Yeah, I'm fine.
away, Phantom! Go away, Phantom!
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded. Everyone all right?
Yeah.
There's two more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Vale?
Processing
Oh,
data.
we're not.
Searching for unauthorized.
Incoming! On it!
Just exploring.
You're not real. You're not real.
Where you at? Down there somewhere. How did I get to him?
Go away, Phantom!
Oh.
You're not real. You're not real. You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot. Scram.
Oh, excuse me? Calm down. Calm down. I'm not trying to
You can
hurt you.
talk? The Phantom's never talked before. Well, I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See? See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting.
You're not
Of course.
imagining me.
Do excuse me. I experience brief flashes of mania during which I am visited by the phantoms of my imagination.
Ah.
Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
How long have you been down here?
Hard to say. By my reckoning, Higgins has been here somewhere between 2 weeks and forever. My recollection's a touch fuzzy these days.
Uh-huh. What exactly do you do here?
Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant. I specialized in
engineer?
automechanicals, drones, sentries, repaired them, maintained, upgraded, did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section.
If you worked on the mechanical, you must know what
Look,
to stop them?
I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons.
I could deal with mechanical. I made this far,
You
didn't
know,
I?
you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead.
Mechanical follow the behavior of their logic module. Someone tampered with
Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh,
Copy that.
that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just
Copy
write it down
that.
for you.
Any idea where I can find all this
Funny
module?
thing, I was working on a logic module just before the mayhem started. Security chief found me and confiscated the logic module. The tail. Definitely start with the tail. If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy.
Okay. How have you been
Jimmy
surviving all
opened the
this
vending
time?
machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides.
This place had been abandoned for a while. What happened?
Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium.
Yeah, you
I was
weren't
on
killed?
cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out.
Alright, later. I can sell that. I'll take that. Look at that over here. Gotta find some.
Great work.
I'll take that. I'm just gonna find the gotta find that vending machine. Where did I see that vending machine at? Where did I see that vending machine?
Where'd it go? If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the veil?
I don't know. People leave. They move. Where did I see that vending machine? We have some heavy. I need to buy some ammo. There it is. Okay. This way. Okay.
The last. I'm not sure what the ride is. Alls I know is the decision's final.
Yeah, well, we'll figure it out.
Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
What am I
I don't
hearing
think
your
you should cut
opinion?
off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished.
Oh my god, I can't remember what I did. I can't remember if I sent it to Edgewater the first time or if I sent it to the the habitat.
Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that.
Hey, don't worry,
I felt like I had to say something.
Parvati. Don't worry. Got you. I'm glad. I'm glad you. I like hearing from you.
Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
Redirect power. Continue. I'm trying to remember if I directed it to Edgewater or if I directed it to the botanical laboratory. I can't remember. I wish I remembered. I think I diverted it to the botanicals the first time. Toot, toot. I wonder how much the DLC is for this.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail.
Oh, trying to remember. I can't remember what I did. I mean, I could look at my achievements. Be 1 second. I wish I remembered. I'm trying to remember if I sent it to Edgewater, if I sent it to not Edgewater. I think I did send it to Edgewater the first time. I just wish I remembered.
Hold it up. If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the veil?
That's where it saved last. Get some ammo real quick.
The last. I'm not sure what the ride is. All I know is the decision's final.
It's fine until we get there.
Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister? Look,
Yep.
I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
Yes.
I don't
Who
think
am
you
I
should
hearing
call
your
off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate
People in
hardly
chat,
ever
I'd
sends
ask-
replacements.
If I had people in chat,
There's
I asked
barely enough
chat's
Saltuna
opinions.
to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just
I might just
living
do
their
it
lives
this
the
way.
only way
If
they
I
know how.
decide to play again on stream, I'll
They don't deserve to be punished.
write a note down saying,
Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something.
"No,
Really?
you did."
I mean, wow. Thanks.
Okay, tinka, tinka,
No
tinky,
one's ever
winky.
told me those words in that order.
Yeah, no worries. I'm glad you spoke up. Your beat. Go tinka, tinky, winky. Alright, I'm back. I can't remember. I can't remember what I did. If I had people in chat, if I had people in chat, I'd ask them. Change water. I think I did. I think I sent it to the botanical laboratory the first time. I know I did the same thing, but I just. Well, yeah.
Marauders can't see us in the dark. Wild canids, on the other hand.
Ow! Where's the workbench? Does it say on the map? Oh, here it is.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
He needs his people back.
You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
I'm willing to deal with Reed for you.
You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same
I think
walls
I think I already
together.
did it this way. Yeah, I think I did it this way.
Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years.
I did. I remember the
Marauder,
fertilizer stuff
worker,
now.
don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients.
Yeah, I remember this. Yeah, I did this way. Hold on. We're gonna send it to the botanical. We're sending it to the botanical because I did it this way already. Hey, I remember now. As soon as she said the human corpses for fertilizer. Dang it. Cause I want to do it a little bit different. Oh, let me guess. Damn it. Because it always saves over my other data. I hate autosave sometimes. God damn it. Why does it always do this? Now we're going to do this over again. I hate autosaves. I don't know why they always autosave over certain things. They're good new save file. Ain't that hard?
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too. Something I can help you with? You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off. Zoe was always obsessed with this cereal. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
Nope.
Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd. The other day, I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day. Hey, I got time. Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
We're gonna get Zoe back. Go. Right.
Attacking! That's gotta hurt! Nice one! That's the last of them! Easy. Here goes nothing! Down they go!
God, dude. Dude, quit putting you saying me. God damn it.
Let's go! Nice one! That's the last of them! I don't know anybody who ever came out this far. You're fast. Stand and deliver!
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways. Only thing unscrewed around here is the head of that marauder you took down. Never seen moves like that outside my serial dramas. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen. Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong. I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me. Wait, you're telling me he's got a copy of the Mass Marketeer? Why didn't you say so? I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
Yeah.
I'm great at clarifying. I've got all the time in Halcyon.
Go.
Oh, wow.
Goes to tough on sell some junk. I didn't talk to Grace from there, of course.
What is it? We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway? Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
Yeah.
Zoe says she fought her way out of a marauder camp with her own bare hands.
Yeah, no.
Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
I'll go back to the Edley again.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it.
Yes, ma'am.
What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned.
I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip him out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. A hero to the people who matter. To us. To the ones who come around. To the ones you save. Reed will never understand. He has been too long inebriated on the wine of corporate culture. All he sees is productivity, output, profits.
Yeah.
You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
How you gonna get?
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Miss Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
I'm all right. I ain't so fragile.
That was unkind of me. I'm sorry, dear. It's not much of a living. Every single person in that town has sold themselves to Spacer's Choice. The company owns them. Body, blood, and bones. You've been there. You've seen it.
Yeah,
All anyone ever does is toil over a cannery. They give their lives for some heartless corporation, and then they're tossed into a Spacer's Choice brand cemetery. So, what do you say? Divert power over to us. Shut down that abominable cannery for good.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
I go, body.
I've always wanted to poke around in here.
Here goes nothing! Coming!
Process in the...
Sure thing! That didn't work! That's the last of them!
The control room should be off to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing.
I'm on it! We made it! Woohoo!
3 switches. That'll be easy enough.
Halt. Sweep.
Incoming! I'll fix you right up! That's the last of them.
No, 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 just leave me alone. Go away, Phantom. Get away! You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot! Scram!
Calm down.
Don't you talk down to me, Phantom. Least I know I'm real. See? See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting. Of course. Do excuse me. I experience brief flashes of mania during which I am visited by the phantoms of my imagination. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a
Okay.
reminder. Hard to say. By my reckoning, Higgins has been here somewhere between 2 weeks and forever. My recollection's a touch fuzzy these days.
Uh-huh. What did
Oh,
you
Higgins
hear?
has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant. I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries, repaired them, maintained, upgraded, did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section. Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons. You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead. Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering.
Yep.
There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you. Funny thing, I was working on a logic module just before the mayhem started. Security chief found me and confiscated the logic module.
Yeah. There's two more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Vale? Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
I'm searching.
Here they come! I see in there! Pass that over! All right?
Where'd it go? If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the veil?
Let's go!
That's the last. I'm not sure what the right is. Alls I know is the decision's final. Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something.
Don't worry about it, we better listen
Really?
to you.
I mean, wow. Thanks.
Sorry. Edgewater
No
getting
one's
the
ever
power.
told me
I mean,
those words
Botanic was
in
getting the
that
power.
order.
We go the long way. bad they're the one. Too bad you couldn't find a way to divert power to both equally.
You want to know what gets my bile churning? Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters, plague, marauders, desertion. Then you wandered in town. And I was so damn
Sorry,
sure
bud.
our luck was starting to turn. I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it? That power regulator is company property. Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you to turn around and leave. I have got guards posted with orders to fire on you.
I don't care.
All right, easy now. Let's not do anything we'll regret. I'll order my guards to stand down. Take what you came for and then leave us be.
Later. Any loot?
Hey, what do you think you're doing? Just don't make more paperwork for me, all right?
Yep. You're not gonna need this anymore. I forget.
You're not a big drink.
Power's gone. Law knows how long. Looking to get drunk? Oh, I almost forgot. I'm contractually obligated to recite company slogans to any visitors. Plague got you feeling woozy? Get yourself boozy with Spacer's Choice. Go ahead. I don't see how that's any of your business. You're the first to ask after me in some time. I'll give you that. But I don't have a story to share. My family's worked Spacer's Choice for 2 generations, and I've lived in Edgewater just about all my life.
Well,
Wanted
you
to work in the
finally move.
sciences once upon a time. Would you believe it? That was a wild fancy. Glad I disabused myself.
So you had a dream of being a scientist.
What happened, you ask? What always happens when you're dreaming? I woke up. I just didn't have the brains for it. Asked too many questions. Wasn't suited to the work. So I did the right thing and worked the life I was always meant to live. Now that I'm behind a bar, I can ask all the questions I want. Important ones. Like, when are you gonna pay your tab? And would you like another round of cold, refreshing zero-G?
Asking questions is the foundation of science. The best scientists ask too many.
Don't talk to me that way, please. Spent many years disabusing myself of that notion. Don't need you putting it back in my head.
Oh, I'm gonna do it.
Lab work ain't for me. Never was. Never will be. Spacer's Choice put me where I belong, and for that, I am grateful. What's wrong with that? It's good, honest work. Pots and pans don't scrub themselves. Glasses don't fill themselves either. Unless you're in Byzantium. I hear everything's automated there. Not that I'll ever find out. They did. They gave me a life. Gave me a purpose. This is where I belong. Not so fast. I told you about my life. Your turn to tell me about yours. So,
Sure.
What's your story?
You wouldn't believe I told you.
That right? Prove it.
I'm the last survivor of the colony ship Hope. Everyone else
I
is
know that
dead.
serial drama. They were playing it just the other night. What was it called? The Last Spacer? You're right. I don't believe you. I'd advise you to keep that story unsaid. Don't want people thinking you're a loon.
Why have I told you to go lost in space by the crazy
Ugh,
scientist?
is this the start of a joke? If you want me to laugh at your jokes, it's a 3-drink minimum.
I wish you were John. I don't even know where
Most
I am.
folk forget where they're standing after a few drinks. Seems to me you've got a head start. Anyhow, whatever happens outside the walls is not my business. Only deserters and marauders wander out there, and I cannot tell you which I revile more. My world is these 4 walls, that door, and a row of mugs that need cleaning.
Someone's
Let me
like
make
reading
something
outside.
clear. Spacer's Choice has been real good to me. The town's been real good to me. I start gallivanting around outside the walls, poking around in places I shouldn't be, learning things I've got no right to know. People will talk. Won't ever catch me asking about the world outside. Else the town's gonna say Amelia's gone soft. That Amelia's pondering desertion. I don't want that.
Well, you're gonna. I think it's a mistake living your life. When everyone
There you
else
go
is
with that
nervous.
thinking again. Didn't anyone ever tell you it's dangerous? I've said enough. People come here to drink their problems away. If they wanted to face their problems, they'd go see our vicar.
How about a drink?
Abernathy's got some bounce in his heel. Must have heard some good news.
Oh,
Oh, I cut my own hair. Because
I can't possibly cut anyone's hair in the dark. Go ahead. The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame.
What are the
Fever,
symptoms?
chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting, an excess of phlegm, a tendency towards belly aching.
Well, you're just gonna sound like
Whatever it may be, I have developed my own palliative. boiled canid liver and a splash of ethanol. Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us. Mr. Thompson's brainchild. Have you met him yet? Thoughtful-looking fellow, stares out of his office most hours.
Yeah, I met him. Later. Listeners internet. The enemy takes ways to destroy our life. Into unranged. No perk one yet.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Come for a visit?
Not today. Just helping this fella.
Ow. Beyond reliable. Bonk. Ow.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew.
Well, welcome
Edgewater
aboard,
won't last
Parvati.
another season without power, but that don't change the fact that I'm indentured to Spacer's Choice. Company expects me back at my post.
Nope. There's there, left Edgewater. No, nothing to leave from
I have imagined it, but until you came along, I never thought I had the choice. I want to ask you something, and you can say no, but can I come with you? I could tend to your engine.
Hell yeah,
I know my G
Parvati.
valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
Hell yeah. I'd be glad to have you along. Pick a cabin,
Yes.
it's yours.
I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
I love Parvati. She's cool.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named.
What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator?
I'll figure it out.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders. Captain, I have detected that the town of Edgewater is now without power. I appreciate you doing your part to hasten their demise.
Oh, jeez. She's cold. Hurt. Ow. She did jump down to Parvati. Nerd.
What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating
I
within
thought probably-
acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Let's get out of here. I can see why it's called the unreliable. It's all the unreliable takes flight.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Ah, there you are, hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
I've been feeling a little lightheaded, so I can slow down time.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Fine, I'll do have a word.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Oh, I gotta get my The holographic shroud project a disguise on you and your companion that gives you access to a restricted area.
Make yourself at home, Captain.
Where I gotta go? Where's the Groundbreaker? Oh, I see it. It's right behind.
Destination reached.
Wrong place.
Destination reached. The groundbreaker.
Alright, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. Chat, BRB. BRB. Alright, I'm back, chat. Okay, I'm back. The captain is back.
Got a sec?
Sure, what's up?
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson? I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean.
Sure.
I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Sure.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
No. Oh, I gotta do that still. Oh. Forgot all about that.
Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
That's not the point. This halfway just knocked out one of my... Customs and inspection, right?
We'll get 30 rounds.
This way!
Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship? It doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
Wait, I gotta talk to him.
You take the starch out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Sure.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it. A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling. Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with? Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. 2 biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though. Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind me. Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering.
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
Happy to help. That's my job, after all.
Thank you.
You're real good at it, too.
Well, thank you, miss. It's nice to be recognized. Yep. Are you pulling my leg? You must be one of them long-haul freighters from outside the colony. Well, I won't hold it against you. Goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes in distant star systems they thought had potential. A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, then buy up the rights to this here colony. That group's what we now call the Board.
The board runs
Yep,
the system.
Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing base. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year. Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing, a few years before her sister ship, the Hope. Once everybody'd been de-thawed and dropped dirt side, the original crew of the Groundbreaker decided they rather liked the spacefaring life. I guess that was the start of our independent spirit. Now, here we are.
There's actually a boardroom somewhere.
Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah, probably. Can't say for sure, of course. Doubt I'll ever see the inside of it myself. Glad to help. They strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to abandon their steads. Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks who went to work for them and just vanished. They're on the promenade run by a woman named Lilia Hagen. I'm only telling you so you know to avoid them.
Got it. I didn't think there were any more independent operators.
Relative to the board holdings? Not really. But there's a few with the means to go where they will. They aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too close at your work history either. All right.
What can you tell me about
He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison. Really likes his cereals, too. Maybe a little too much. Bit of a weird bird, all told.
Don't see what's so wrong about liking cereals. They're fun.
Udon takes it to an unhealthy level.
Looking for someone named Gladys?
You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly.
Oh, I'm looking for drink.
Most places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder, straight through security. There's a bar on the starboard side. I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk to Vera. She'll set you right.
Thank you.
You need anything else? You let me know. Don't want anyone saying Groundbreaker's not the most hospitable port in the colony.
There's a tension between the board and the
You
Groundbreaker.
noticed, huh? What can I say? We're passionate folks, and the board can't abide that independent spirit, especially not when it might impact their bottom line. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them.
Why ain't King Groundbreaker and the board just work together? I'm glad it terrifies them. The bastards keep...
It's a delicate balance, right? We could cancel their freighters' docking privileges in retaliation, but where'd that lead us? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. So far, anyway. Sure thing.
Thanks for the info.
Be seeing you.
Where's the security desk?
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardet's offices aren't for leisure time nor loitering. Got a hot one for you. Captain Gunnar McRed. Just 26 hours old. The posting, that is, not the criminal. Allegations include several counts of flying under the influence, carrying open alcoholic containers, failure to pay docking fees, resisting arrest, and assaulting not one, but 2 officers.
Flying under info illegal substance.
Swerving in the air was more like it. Then he crashed hard into the dock and tumbled out of his ship and fled on foot. Spilled Rizzo's Violet Spectrum vodka all over Officer Hartley. An affront of its own, considering none of us are approved for anything higher than green spectrum. Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You want the reward? Do the legwork.
I'll take the posting.
You and about 6 other enterprising mavericks. It's only a matter of time before someone brings me McRed's head. Or his lucky lighter, as proof of kill. I do hope you're the lucky hunter, though. Good luck and skip speed to you.
Thank you.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. You were hearing things.
Anybody in here?
No, seriously.
so
There was a
fast.
lot of static at first, but then...
Aw.
What do you think you're
alright.
doing? Just don't complicate my job, okay?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regular...
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka.
Adrian.
You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector clip? That's how you know your weapon loves you back. I got a full line of weapon modifications I'd be happy to show you.
Choose yourself. Like machine gun, what's this? Shot cannon.
Are you listening to me, Emperor?
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh, and it's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget. Have a look.
I'm not going
We'll come back to
anywhere,
her.
you hear?
CNP Mirror Maple Syrup. It's near this complete breakfast.
Terror of the frontier!
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames. It's nothing personal. Promise.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain.
Put that down before you Incarcerate the entire deck. Incinerate the entire deck.
Incoming!
Oh God! Thanks, Pravati. Continue. Why did they always put me down in the settings for? That's so annoying. Ugh.
Who the? Hey, McRed.
I see in there!
Oh damn it! I got fucking stuck on the goddamn wall. God damn it, dude! Quit putting me in the setting. Quit putting me down on the setting option. Put me on the continue or load option, game. Damn, game. Like, why are you putting me on the settings list?
Who the? Hey, McRed. Were you expecting?
You got it, Captain!
That don't
Down they go! Doing all right? Yep.
Go,
Don't
go.
mess with us.
Good job, Roddy.
Smells kind of like old Bess's outfield pipes.
Here they come! Here I go!
Ah, good job, Roddy.
On my way!
Ow!
Got you covered.
All right!
Ow! Well, I'm not done looting. Fucking gnats.
It's so cozy.
Yeah, I mean, if you say so. I wanted to take them out anyway.
People don't like worms in their rooms.
Here we go! Short pass! Right! Here goes nothing! Got 'em all!
Good job, Roddy. Nothing here. It still takes heavy ammo. Alright. Oh, ladder. Weird, you gotta press X to climb ladders. Okay, everybody. There's just a little. Did I get you guy over here? Oh, no, just rubble. Get my bounty. Get my bounty.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Rizzo's talking about on BTN 76 North Tonka
How goes the hunt? I've been ruminating on it, and I decided, if you ain't killed McRed yet, I want you to hurt him a little before you do. Nothing excessive, mind you, but the scoundrel deserves a light beating at least before he kicks off.
Oh, you got it.
I believe I'm growing fond of you, bounty hunter. If you got the Mardets' backs, the Mardets have got yours. Here's the bounty payout. Nice work down there. With any luck, we can hire more sharp-eyed bounty hunters like you in the future. Do I look like your gossipy best friend? While I'm on post, I take my duties real serious. I would have no qualms whatsoever escorting you to a cell. Understand?
Yep. Alright, well, alright. Just trying to make a conversation.
I'm not here for a chat. Now get moving before I see you moved. With that bastard McRed dead, there ain't much else in the offing. Not that I'm complaining, mind you.
There. Get some more heavy ammo over here. Yeah, sure. It's about 134. Where was it? Where was the Oh, right here. Gotta show some of the melee weapons. sell my vending machine yet. I get something down here though.
Ooh, someone has got to talk with Chief Tennyson about the thermostat around here. Whew, ain't gonna be me. So, you buying?
Nah, probably selling. But
I know she's in there, and you can't keep me out of there.
Don't make a scene, Dr. Fa
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter, Captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service.
well, tell me about tell me to get about your shipment. Wheeler said your shipment.
Did he now? The mouth on that man. I swear his late mother'd be ashamed. He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate.
We're gonna try and find him.
I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene?
No.
See, Umfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jessie in the first place. Let me get one thing straight. Jessie and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors.
I can look on Jesse?
Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
Something I can help you with? If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patients are paramount, so no, you may not see her. She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying. Not without dispensation from Chief Junlei, I fear. Supplies are hard to come by out here. Take care.
Can I talk to him?
Still haven't found a good way to get the blood out from under my nails.
Keep hanging around and I'll begin to think you're here for me. What can I do for you? You have yourself a day then.
You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
To the last ratchet on rotten time, leave me in peace! You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you?
Restful. Ellie
What?
sent me.
Right. Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone. Should've known she'd send a bruiser after me. Damned if I don't rue the day I saved her scrawny little hide. Inadvertently, I befriended a bloodhound in the process. Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, nope. I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low.
But did you
What?
get in trouble?
No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear.
Yeah, you think the board has someone follow you and now
Think?
you're hiding out.
No. I recognize the contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. Alright, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years.
So you
If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent.
Oh, that means you help you. That's what I plan on to do.
Udom Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me. Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Shoot, Nat! What are we on now? I gotta do that one still. I gotta do that at some point. We'll do this. We're over here.
I'm just gonna hang in the back and try not to touch anything.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled...
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. You must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has Something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer. Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped?
I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have. He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
Yep, you sure did.
That's just like him. Such a sentimental man.
I
Tell
would
me,
dim and look.
how did he die?
He was eaten alive by feral candies.
Oh, awful business that. But why? How? No. Best not to ask after the gory details.
Yeah, can you read me? Okay. Sorry, can we get back to the topic
Right,
at hand?
right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
I was never mentioned Vinny's Wells.
Well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with? What?
I just want to see what happens.
Indeed. And you know where he is? Excelsior! An apprehension of this caliber would be tremendous for my career. I would send you straight away to my superiors in Byzantium, but...
I guess there's a catch. Spit
the
it out.
thing is, I needed money. A lot of money. Quickly, for reasons.
What happened?
I might have pawned my official board seal to Gladys, the black market fence here on the Groundbreaker. I can't authorize the paperwork you'll need to turn Phineas in without it.
To give away something so important to you, there must have been some curious reasons.
I'll thank you not to question my motives, young miss. It was a mistake, and I'd like to put it behind me. It's only temporary, of course. I'd never leave something so important in the hands of someone of such dubious moral character. I was going to buy it back once I raised the capital. So you'll need to get my seal back from her if you want to hand Phineas over to the board. You probably don't even know where Wells is. None of my contacts ever pan out. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terrible.
I want her debt
Miss Doyle
settled.
owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases.
She's worth more than alive. Put her under my indenture.
That's not unreasonable.
I guess it's better than losing your organs, but I don't know, Captain. It just doesn't seem right.
Miss Doyle is deeply in debt, and the board has every right to do whatever they like to recoup that debt. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate?
She's hiding a sick bay to avoid assassin. I'm sure she'll prefer
You
work.
might be surprised. But we'll proceed on the assumption she'll be reasonable. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work? Be my guest.
Good law. Who'd want to go to that toxic hell pit? No.
So no.
Emphatically no. Unequivocally no. Immutably no.
Okay. No would have done
Best
it.
to be clear, I believe.
Alright, whatever.
Ask away.
Oh.
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie. Got word from Udom, from the hitman who trailed me the other night. Seems I'm indentured to the board now. I ain't too elated about going exclusive, but it's better than winding up dead. You sure saved my skin, stranger. All debts between me and Ellie are cleared.
Oh, I'm gone.
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I owe you now, right? Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better than average sawbones. If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off.
Works for me. Are you saying you'll work for me just because I helped Jesse?
If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty tidy fashion, which tells me
Oh, are
you're
you the hitman?
competent. But we can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version.
No, you can work with me. Welcome
You
aboard,
won't
Ellie.
be sorry. Or if you are, just add it to my debt and we'll figure something out.
Welcome to the crew, Miss Ellie. We're real happy to have you.
Something on your mind? I'm a surgeon by training and a pirate by inclination. Not much else to know, Captain. I like long walks on the promenade and the smell of Spacer's Corona. I make a mean zero-G cocktail and I've got a meaner right hook.
Good.
It's a mix of whatever you've got on hand. Usually zero-G brew with some Spectrum vodka if you're lucky. Purple berry shake if you're not. I'll make you one sometime. If you don't enjoy it, I'll make a few more until you do. Sure do. Some of it was even legal.
Ow.
There's a lot of business that goes through the groundbreaker. Some of it's board-authorized freight hauling, and some of it's not. I've done all types of work with all kinds of crews. If there's one thing you ought to know about me,
If you missed most of the stream,
I
will be uploading this the first part and this part up to YouTube.
Glad to hear
That sounds
it. It's
reasonable.
worked for me this long.
That's all.
No complaints here.
Get back to the ship for now.
Okay. See you around.
Okay, should we talk to Junlei? No, we got skill points. Stealth. Attack. And leadership. Any perks yet? Oops. No perk points yet. Alright. Save the game. Alright, I'll be back tomorrow with more of this. Who's live? Let's see who's live first. Go on a little raid. Go back to my dashboard. Oh yeah, I want to see who's live first. Oops, I did that by mistake. We can raid Pan. I mean, I haven't seen him in a long time on streaming. We'll raid Pan Dimensional. Cool dude, awesome stream.